Wow, just wow. Oh, greetings, fellow Mike Tubers. Today we'll be talking Crisis on Infinite Earths. Oh my gosh, heavy spoilers to talk about. So if you haven't seen it, go watch Crossover. It's on CW app. All 5 parts are right now, and wow. This has been the most ambitious crossover ever. It topped Endgame. I can't believe I'm saying that. My favorite movie this year got topped. Big time. Because Crisis on Infinite Earths is so ambitious. Just, let's get down into it. Crisis on Infinite Earths is about pretty much the Monitor bringing together all the heroes of the multiverse. Flash, Team Arrow, Supergirl, all of them. And Black Lightning. Constantine's in this one. You hear that? Constantine's in that one! But yeah. So, pretty much, they're there to stop the Anti-Monitor, who's going to wipe out all the multiverse, and yeah. Pretty much, the first episode is bringing the team together, and at the end of the big thing at the end of this episode is Green Arrow dies. I'm like, what the? The first episode he dies? It's not even, the crossover hasn't even started yet. And yeah, he dies from shadow demons. I didn't see that coming. That was, wow, that was not expected, and he plays a bigger role throughout the whole crossover, and yeah, freaking awesome. And risky too, and I liked that. I really liked how they killed him off at the beginning of the crossover. Something we would not expect would happen, which was different. So the second part was coming over deaths, and the Monitor giving them the mission to hunt down the Paragons. The Paragons would be Kevin from Supernatural, no joke. Got Supergirl, Batwoman, Flash, who else is it? Martian Manhunter, and the Brandon Routh Superman. But also, Batman shows up in this one, and Smallville, Kane from Smallville, I mean Superman from Smallville. Still can't get over the fact that 2 DC character, or it's the same character, is playing another character in DC shows from Lucifer, which is weird, but yeah. I'm like, yay! And it wrapped up his story really well. I enjoyed how they wrapped up Clark Kent's story, and how he has a family, how he gave up his powers. That's what Clark Kent's about. And yeah, also, Lex Luthor is trying to kill all the Supermen. Yeah. Well, meanwhile, Constantine, my boy Constantine, Flash, and Oliver's daughter have to find have to bring Green Arrow back from dead from the Lazarus pit. The Lazarus pit. I can't say it. And pretty much what happens is they go and run into Jonah Hex. And I love how Barry's like, he doesn't even say anything about Constantine being like an exorcist. I'd be like, well, my religion's changed forever. And yeah, that was hilarious. And I would have wished that had actually happened. But yeah, my favorite DC character, one of my favorite DC characters, Constantine, and it felt good seeing him in this a lot. And yeah, pretty much what happens is, the big thing is Brandon Routh Superman comes in. The Superman Returns Superman. And there are so many references that it's so awesome. And the Superman from Supergirl fights this Superman, and it's awesome. I loved it. I loved every part of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this crossover. And then pretty much what happens, and part 3 happens. And this has been my favorite part because it takes the most risks, the most fan service. And yeah, this has to be my favorite part out of the first half of this. And yeah, so pretty much what happens is that Lucifer and Sarah, or Sarah, is that her name? No, not Sarah. Oliver's daughter, and John Diggle all team up. They have go to purgatory, but yeah, in order to do that, they have to go different Earth, and they meet a special guest.
We take a detour to another parallel Earth.
So many Earths already gone. The pillars of magic are crumbling, leaving me the worse for wear. So I can't get us into purgatory. But don't worry, Squire. Luckily, I know a guy.
Oh, you're gonna love her. She's pretty much up for everything.
Always a pleasure to see you, Lucy.
Lucifer freaking Morningstar shows up. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh my gosh, I wish she stayed for the whole crossover. Yeah, I have so many questions. Like, what happened? Oh my gosh. I'm just so many questions. He mentions Maze. He mentions Amenadiel. I'm going to definitely review Lucifer after this. I don't care. I watched the whole series before watching this. I'm a big fan of Lucifer on its own. I never knew he was a DC character until now. I'm definitely reviewing Lucifer. But yeah, I love that. I love that so much. And there's a reason why he has to go to him. So he gets a card, go purgatory. And meanwhile, the Flash and Cisco and Cisco and Caitlin, they all go to find the Anti-Monitor because it's right in their backyard. And yeah, and pretty much what happens is they run into the 90s Flash and Black Lightning. Black Lightning, I loved him in this, man. I liked Black Lightning. I don't love Black Lightning. It's an okay show, but I like it. I like it a lot. And I was really excited. And yeah, it's freaking awesome. It's freaking amazing. And they bring a proper send-off to the 90s Flash. He sacrifices himself. And oh my gosh. I was in tears, man. I was in tears. It was awesome. And yeah, pretty much that doesn't do anything. So pretty much they back in purgatory, they get Oliver, and then a dude called the Spectre shows up. He gives the power. The Spectre gives the power to Oliver, and now he has to save the multiverse. And yeah, and pretty much what else happens is at the end of the crossover, they go back. The Anti-Monitor possesses Lila because she's the Harbinger. And yeah, she kills the Monitor right there. I'm like, and then she erases all the multiverses. She kills all the multiverse, which goes back to my last point. Does that mean Lucifer is dead? Oh my gosh, she killed Lucifer. Does that mean God is dead and Amenadiel is dead? Where are they all this? God would be like, boy, if you mess with my Earth, I'd mess you up. But apparently he is, and it's up to the heroes. And it leaves the 7 Paragons, and Brandon Routh Superman is one of the Paragons, and yeah, he dies. Lex Luthor comes back. He's down the 7th Paragon. Oh yeah, did I mention Batman shows up and dies as well in the second part? Because that happens too. There's so much in this first half of the crossover, it's insane. But now let's talk about part 4. Oh my gosh. The best cameo ever.
Hello? What the hell is this?
Asking myself the same question. Literally. No, this can't be happening. What are you doing here?
Well, I'll tell you that when you tell me where here is. Is this cosplay? Oh, do you want a selfie, bro?
No,
I'm sorry.
We're not. No. I'm also the Flash.
You're also the what?
The Flash?
The Flash? The Flash?
It's complicated.
I like your outfit. It seems
and
Comfy.
yours is pretty cool.
Smooth.
Seems safe and
Breathable. Found Barry Allen. No! What does that mean? How can this...
this should be impossible now.
It's gonna be impossible now?
You don't know about the...
Oh my god, don't do this to me. I don't know about the what. Okay.
You told Victor this was possible.
Freaking Justice League Flash? Are you kidding me? He's the best part of Justice League. And they threw him in here. And that was awesome. That literally made me have the biggest smile ever. So pretty much, after that, after he mentions Cyborg, and that has to be the best scene out of this episode because there's great dialogue. This has to be my favorite episode. Out of this part as well because it go back to best scenes of Flash. So pretty much Oliver gave him a mission, or the Spectre now, to go retrieve everyone because through the Speed Force, because the Anti-Monitor made everyone go spread out, and yeah, they go to have the best memories of the show, and yeah. So what happens is they go to the beginning of time, stop the Anti-Monitor, so Oliver helps out too, and he kills himself, defeating the Anti-Monitor, also creating the Big Bang, creating a new Earth, which is Earth Prime, creating the new multiverse, and it combines Supergirl's Earth and Black Lightning's Earth on one Earth, with Flash. It combines every CW Earth ever, and that's funny because isn't Riverdale a CW DC show too? I wonder how they're going to be affected by this. Last time on Riverdale. Bye, Archie. And it's just so much, man. So let's talk about part 5. Which, for me, is the weakest part, but still good because it's funny. It's funny. They break the fourth wall. So pretty much Bebo, the giant stuffed animal, comes walking down the street, and Diggle's like, I'm never going to watch this show, let my kids watch this show again. And all the legends are like, Sarah, did you get drugged in another crossover? I'm like, fourth wall breaking now, we're not taking anything seriously. And then, also, pretty much, the one big gripe I have with this episode, it's missing half the characters. Like, Cisco is MIA, Joe's MIA, Iris is MIA, Constantine's MIA. And yeah, I'm like, what? Okay, and that's a big gripe with the series. A lot of characters just randomly disappear off screen, and I'm so confused half the time. Yeah, and pretty much what happens is the Anti-Monitor never died. So pretty much all the heroes unite to stop the Anti-Monitor, and yeah, pretty much what happens at the end of the episode is they form the freaking Justice League. Yes, yes, yes! The Justice League is formed. The whole of Justice is their new HQ, and Gleek also shows up. That means Wonder Twins will show up, and I'm so excited, man! Oh my gosh. Overall, guys, there's a lot that happened in this crossover. So much. My only gripes are that I wish that some characters were involved more, like characters who didn't disappear off screen. And Lucifer, I wish he had stayed more, man. That would have been awesome. And yeah. And also, does that mean Lucifer is on their Earth now? Well, no. It's when Season 5 comes. But overall, giving Crisis on Infinite Earth A-. But yeah, guys. Oh my gosh. This was awesome. This crossover event was awesome. But yeah, that's all for this time. I apologize for this review being so long. But there's so much things to stick in this review. And yeah. That's all for this time. Punch that like button in the face like boss. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.